What is up, everybody? We are back with week 5 of the team builder for the SPL. We're going up against Viz, and joining me on the mic is my good buddy Corey. Standard VR, you're going to be launching a YouTube channel relatively soon, right?
That is true, yes. Should
Yeah.
be within, well, I guess it'll actually be a week or two already running by the time this video goes up.
Yeah, that's what I like to hear. And are you gonna be playing like singles or VGC on there? What do you plan on doing with that YouTube channel?
It is mostly singles right now. It probably will stay that way. I do a lot of VGC stuff, but I figured, hey, let's take a VGC player, throw him into competitive singles, and see how much he can mess it up.
No, I'm excited to see it. There's going to be a link to his channel if he has it up by the time this video goes live. So please think about checking him out. Drop a follow on his channel. Help him get, I think you need to get like, I know you just got 2 channels partnered, right? You need to get to like 4,000 watch hours, 1,000 subscribers. So he's going to need all the help he can get. That being said, I'm going to need all the help I can get this week because we're going against Viz. And Viz's team is actually undefeated right now. Like, it's undefeated in the league. You see, I'm rocking 5th place because I'm absolutely amazing, but undefeated, the Mediterranean Mimikyus. Viz is a really, really good player. I don't know if you guys have seen a lot of their content over the years. Are humongously good in Sword and Shield. I really respect their play. They also have like a bunch of like the really good, like their Urshifu single strike has one of the KO leaders. It has nothing on our boy Terrakion, who's numero uno KO leader extraordinaire. But they also have their Meowstic, which has a ton of KOs as well, which is like absolutely ridiculous. So I'm very respectful of their team. They actually drafted like right next to me. In the main draft, it was like Necro was next to me and Viz was right before her. So believe it or not, Viz got like a lot of the tech that I wanted for my team. They got the Yamega, they got the Meowstic and stuff like that. Remember, they got the crown. Imagine like my team if I had Iron Crown instead of like Jirachi. There's like definitely something there. That being said, I don't know if we could win this week. Because I think like Psy Spam's good into Terrakion. Single strike Ursh is going to be another problem for Terrakion. And we also both have made changes. Like you can see my team looks very different from the last time you saw it. I've decided to give back my War Turtle. I've given back my Chandelure, who was the absolute MVP of the world versus Necra, and I gave back my Gliscor and my Electivire. I traded them out for Magmortar, Gastrodon, Spirit Tomb, and Bastion. That is because we still have about 4 weeks left in the regular season, and I need to you only have like, this is the last time I can make changes. So I decided to optimize my team for the last few remaining matchups. And I think that like Gastrodon's really good. It's a better water type. It actually gives me a water type. I might be bringing it this week. Spirit Tomb's actually pretty good into like Viz's Psy Spam core. I wanted Bastion for the Y guard, and I think Magmortar is a better redirector against some of the later teams. That being said, Viz's team, they opted to add Diplin. And then I think that, did they add Spider, Arachnoquid?
I think they added the Arachnid.
Yeah,
I don't
I
remember
think they
seeing
did.
it.
So yeah, that mon is actually a pain in the butt. It looks like they're going into a little bit of a trick room mode. And I know they had the Wheezing Gigas before, and in our like coach chat, they're like, I wanted to use Wheezing Gigas, I did it, and now I want to do something else, right? So I wouldn't be surprised, like, since this week they added the Diplin, like, they're gonna be Diplin in me really bad. So I don't want to get styled on by Diplin. That being said, I don't really know what we're gonna be able to do versus this team. I'm trying to think, like, what mons I can even be bringing to this matchup. I'm going to bring the Whimsicott Terrakion, I think. That's definitely something that we should be bringing. I got to keep Terrakion on top of that KO leaderboard. That's the most important thing we can do here. That being said, actually, Corey, did you see what I did on stream? I'm going to say today, because today's I did it. But it was that really, really weird looking, like, Assault Vest Terrakion with, like, room service whims. Did you see that?
Ooh, I did not see that. I saw the team you were running, but I didn't see the items. I only popped in the stream for a couple
Yeah,
minutes.
it was so cool. So like you have like a fat Terrakion, and then you trick room with the whims, and then you underspeed the Terrakion who's like made full bulk, and then you can go for the side beat up that way. I don't
That's nice.
I don't know if that's like good here, but like it almost is, right? It's almost good
It
here.
could be.
It could be. I mean, it really depends on what they're going to be with Hat. I think we obviously have Whimsicott Terrakion. I think that Jirachi is going to be pivotal in this matchup. Obviously, Jirachi is our main Imprison Trick Room user. We have Jirachi and Spirit Tomb. Spirit Tomb actually looks good as an Imprison Trick Room user, but maybe I can bring Spirit
Mm.
Tomb. I'm just trying to think, like, imagine if like game 1, I go Jirachi, right? And I go Imprison Trick Room and I do my stuff. Let's say I win that one. And then in game 2, they're like, okay, I'm going to get that Jirachi off the board. I'm going to bring something that checks Jirachi. And they're going to bring out their Urshi to check the Jirachi. And I lead Spirit to them. They're like, cool, no Jirachi. And then I just Prison Trick Room them again with a different mon.
Yeah, that could work.
I mean, it could work. There's something there. All right.
And I mean, Poltergeist could just kind of chunk everything.
Yeah, I think it's good. Poltergeist is good into a lot of their mons. I'd be really worried about using Poltergeist in this one over like a special attacker, Shadow Ball, Dark Pulse, because like Crown boosters and then we just can't hit it, right?
That's true, yeah.
That being said, what about... I mean, the Spirit Tomb set that I was thinking about if I wanted to run it would probably be something like... So we got Spirit Tomb here. Really, really good mon. We'd have to obviously go Infiltrator because we don't want to show that we're not Zoroark if we are using Zoroark. But you could have like the Imprison here. We could have the Trick Room. And then like I was really thinking like Wisp Hex. And I really think that there's some value here because like if I Whisper Ursh, big sad. If I Whisper Crown, I mean the Hex kills it, right? If I Whisper Pult in your physical, big sad. If I Wisp it in its special, that's fine. You can't Wisp the Entei, but if the Entei goes normal Terra, you can. If you Wisp the Spider, I think that's where I was really like, really vibing with. The Wisp is onto the Spider. And Spirit Tomb is slower than the Spider. 35 base speed on this thing. There's something there. There's definitely something there.
Yeah.
I'm thinking about it. I'm big thinking about it. All right. Let's think of the rest of the mons we might want to bring. I'm going to leave Spirit Tomb up here for now. I think I want to bring Zoroark probably. I like that mon here. I feel like Zoroark's just a really important mon in like my personal playstyle, so I think that Zoroark's probably the right one for the team. And then we get one slot. We both don't think that Regidrago is going to be good here, right?
Right.
Yeah.
I think.
I'll let you talk.
Yeah. Oh no. I think they're going to prep with having especially double dragons on their squad. They're going to prep hard for that Drago, like whether it's Terras, whether it's Roselli Berry, or not Roselli Berry, the Dragon Reduced Berry. I think they'll be respecting the Regidrago.
Oh, dude,
yeah,
if someone Haban berries me, I'm breaking my crayons and shutting down. Yeah, so I think we're going to be forcing a lot of steel Terras because steel's good into the rock slide of Terrakions. It's good into the iron heads of Jirachis, right? People have realized that you can steal Terra versus my team now. And so I think that Drago is good, but if the one thing that we're really worried about not losing to is like Hatterene, I don't think Drago's right. And I honestly think the Entei is the scary thing about this. Another thing about like Drago too is like it's really susceptible to like they could just go Meowstic and be like, light screen, bro. Like, no, you know? I don't want that. Right. So let me think. The last mon. I think that Weavile is good here. I do like Gastrodon just to stop Spider. Gastrodon might be a better mon than Spirit Tomb, honestly. Just because Gastrodon's great. It's good into Entei. That's fine. You know, I feel like we need a pivot for Entei, right? I feel like we need a pivot for Entei and Spider, and this gives us that. And if you do Trick Room, actually, let me check. Is Gastrodon base 39 or is it like in the 40s? 39. Sure. Yeah. 39. Okay. So it's slower than Spider. I didn't know that.
That's nice.
That is like I actually like really vibe with that. Right? I mean, that sounds.
Yeah.
So that means if you do get up Trick Room, I can always come in with this Gastrodon and just say, it's time to hit a Fisher. I don't know. I don't know. It doesn't even get Fisher, right? If it did, people would use that.
Yeah. Oh yeah, they'd be using it.
So like, what would we use to pin? Oh, what if we? This is deep. This is too deep. I know that it is, but like Specs Gastro. Just like absolutely like, it's like, okay, you set Trick Room, explode, you know?
Yeah. It's not bad. I mean, Earth Power hits everything. I mean, except for Araquanid, but like, what does Araquanid do to a Gastrodon?
I'm trying to think, like, what coverage should we get for special? I like how we have like all the cool team building and like we're just like doing this, you know? It's like, oh, let's use Specs Gastrodon. I think we'd have to go some sort of weird Terra Blast, and obviously you wouldn't want to go Fire. Electric
Terra
hits everything neutral or better other than Diplin.
Yeah,
I'm gonna calc this because like I also feel like they're gonna go heavy defense on Spider because like our team's all defense and you can Y guard away all the other stuff, you know?
Right. Yeah.
can't believe I'm going to be going stupid freaking Specs Gastrodon.
Yeah.
All right, so Terra Blast, like Electric is just going to look, they're going to know. Actually, they're going to know. We'll just see how this works. I want to see how much damage this does. Terra Blast, make this quiet. That is not enough, but then we get the +1. I mean, that's almost enough. They don't have any HP investment, but they do. If I pivot in on a Storm Drain boost, they're dead.
Yeah.
But that's too deep. Their other weaknesses are flying, which honestly isn't a terrible Gastrodon. Tera, it's good into Ursh. It's good into Young Mega. Oh, good into the Diplin.
Good to the Diplin.
Oh, it lets you block. Well, I was gonna say block close combat, but like from Ursh. But so flying and rock are the other ones. Rock would be good into Entei, but rock's not really. We already have rock coverage, you know.
Yeah.
Maybe not Specs Gastrodon then, but you know what? Gastrodon can just be maybe like a Life Orb Gastrodon or something like that. Just kind of pins the Arachnoid's teammate.
Yeah, Life Orb's good.
I think Life Orb's probably what because I want my specs on my Zoroark, dude.
Yeah.
I've used Choice Spec Zoroark every single week, and like I'm not gonna stop. Like you can't stop me. I mean, this might be the week to use Scarf Zoroark, honestly, because like looking at their team, like I can just see their crown and be like, you know, I could be like, Shadow Ball, Shadow Ball's Dragon Bolt. That being said, like, let's think. What do we really want? I feel like that if we can come up with some really spicy tech, I think we can flip this really fast. Because like the good news is, their team does fold. They have a bunch of sweepers. They have a semi-room mode.
Mm-hmm.
What about?
Yeah.
Let me see. We haven't even really picked all the last mons because we don't know what we're doing with this yet.
No. Yeah. Yeah, these are the teams I hate facing because it's like, which way do they go? If you respect TR too much, they just bring in that Pult and it's a GG.
If I go Weavile, Scarf Weavile. Scarf Weavile can guarantee that the beat up will go into the Terrakion. They have no redirection. They have one fake out user, right? So we can guarantee that it happens, right? And then Triple Axle can hit stuff like Pult, right? That can break Sash Pult. They've used Sash Pult already in the draft. So like I'm really liking this. I don't know if I want to knock off or just like throat chop. You say like, why wouldn't you want knockoff? The reason why you want knockoff is because of its booster crown, you know?
Yeah.
I'm going to look at that for now. But I think that Scarf Weavile can enable me very well here. But then I also like this as my last move. Because I am really afraid of that Yam Mega. If I lead, so like I would want to lead Weavile into going like Fat Terrakion. Because like you would go Weavile Terrakion, side beat up, do your thing. Maybe flip to Terra on Tachyon, get like 1-for-1 trade, Weavile comes out. Then you bring out the Whims, stagger that Tailwind, or get up a Tailwind to help you outspeed their Pult or something, right?
Right.
That's where I'm looking. So I'm looking at Terrakion and Weavile here. And then like if you do get the Trick Room up on me, you'd have to get the Trick Room up on me. I could protect my Terrakion, pivot in Jirachi, Trick Room it back, and then put an Imprison up. I think that's fair, right?
That should work. Okay. Yeah.
So as long as I don't just like fill the rest of my team with choice items.
Yeah. I think as long as we have
doing this one, that's fine. I mean, all right, I'll show you the calc here. Like we got the Spooter up over there, so like we got Zoroark. I will don't think that I won't just like come out swinging one mean beam. Was it? I want to see how much damage the Hyper Beam does. I want to see if we can just Oko. They're like, I will use Wide Guard, and it's like, okay, nice try. Yeah, you have fun with that one. Oh my gosh, if I can't get away with Modest, but like that's 250 to 252. There's no way. I want to see some calcs on Crown. I could see them having like AV Crown. I really could. It gets a bunch of like cool sets. So Shadow Ball just straight up Oko's Crown. If you're just like a sweeper crown, you know?
Yep.
Yeah, even if they're like heavy HP, we still have a good chance to kill. So I like that. All right, so it looks like these are our 6. Let's start that one. All right, so we got Scarf, I think we're probably gonna need Berry. No, not Ghost. What's the dark reduced berry? I did this
Culper.
Colbury. I did this last week. I think we have to do this, otherwise, Ursh just rocks us. Now the problem with this is, wait, is there a problem? There actually is a problem because they don't know that I like Colberberry Jirachi right now. I'm recording this right after like the third week. The third week's going up because we have to record these 2 weeks in advance. Long story short, they're gonna know that I used this Colberberry tech against Amel in week 3, and they normally wouldn't know that. So
Yeah.
I wonder if they would just not take the bait into the Jirachi. Like, I wonder if we should be just leaning. Like, so what I was thinking of is maybe we go like a Ghost Berry. Because, like, if you go Ghost Berry, that stops the pulp from swinging, and we can just flip on like a Fairy Tera versus Ursh. That's what I was thinking.
That could work.
I'm thinking because I don't want to get pinned. Like, what if they have a board where they're like Crown Ursh and they just say no? You know, like I'm gonna Tachyon Cutter and Wicked Blow it. It's like, no. Is there a way to like get out of? You know, it would be freaking the sauce. This is the sauce. This is too deep. This is so deep. Hold on, I'm gonna hold my mic out here. But Berry Fairy Tera Jirachi. It's too deep, right?
Probably too deep. Could also work. Might just be crazy enough to work.
You know, someone top cut a regional with Rindo Berry Cresselia one time. Or sorry, Celesteela. The mon that fourths grass.
Oh.
Because Soak Tech was so popular, right? So there's outs. That being said, I think that I was also looking at like Water Tera on Jirachi. Just flip
That's
on,
not bad.
just because it stops the spider and it stops the Entei.
Yeah.
Right?
And Jirachi should be able to like live a Wicked Blow even with the Water Tera.
I think what I was looking at with Jirachi 2 is like, if I go Water Tera here, and our moveset would be something like Imprison, Trick Room, and then like I want to be Dazzling Gleam, and I think that Psychic is the right move here. I don't know if they're gonna go like Expanding Force, like Psy-Terrain, sweep it up with Meowstic and Crown. I don't think that's happening. I have 2 Dark types. I have a Y-Guard user. I have like 2 Steel types. Like, I don't think that's happening. So I think like the Hatterene, if we can put the Imprison up, we're gonna be able to imprison its whole set. And that's one of the reasons why I like the Fire Tera here, because that makes it so if Hatterene wanted to tech Mystical Fire, it can't.
Oh yeah, that'd be good.
So it stops the Entei, which I think is actually a bigger threat into the Jirachi, because like I can't stop the Entei, right?
Yeah.
So that being said, I really think that Water is a good one here. With like Citrus is kind of where I was looking, because like this, you can probably just Water Tera and Citrus your way out of like a loss, right? Does that make sense?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah. It just lets you sit on the board just a little bit longer. It stops them from being able to double up you. So I like that.
Yeah.
Before I forget, I probably want to make this Ghost to be able to play around that Entei E speed, and then like if you led like Meowstic, like we could Covert Cloak here if we wanted to. We were talking about other stuff, but like this just guarantees that combo, you know?
Yep.
So I don't know. We'll see what happens. All right, so we got that EV spread. We got some items going on. Yeah, what are we gonna do with this Whims? I feel like we haven't been using nearly enough Encore Whims. There's so many things that you get with like Whims for like tools that I'm not really even using. I'm not using fake tears. I'm not using like a lot of the stuff that makes this mon really cook. And I feel I should. I feel like I want Moonblast over D-Gleam here because you don't have any redirection, and I don't want to get Y-guarded by Spooter, right? Crown is a mon where we could go Berry, right? Just to say Crown, no thanks. That's definitely an option. Let's see. Does Whim still get Switcheroo? No. Yeah, it does.
It does, yeah.
Oh, dude, that's so sick. Huh. Okay. I mean, there's almost a world where we like Iron Ball and like switcheroo the Iron Ball to like it's like Prankster give Terrakion Iron Ball. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah.
There's something there. And then it's like, okay, you trick roomed. Congratulations. Shake my hand. You know. Yeah, that's funny. We could also like, why don't people, you know, hit him with the freaking old school tech, bro? Like, bruh, switcheroo, eject button, quick attack. Be like, you dumb, bro. Go somewhere else. Nice trick room.
That works.
It doesn't work though. let's
Nah.
let's think. What do we really want to do with this Whims? We know that we want like these moves. I think one of the coolest things about these little like team building guides is like you get to see the stupidest ideas and how many like bad ideas hit the fan before we get on something that doesn't we get on something that works. I don't hate that. I also don't hate a weird other like a Terra Blast and like a weird Terra, because like what Terra is their Ursh gonna go? If we can always pin their Ursh, that's great. That's GG, you know?
Yeah. Yeah.
Endeavor's not bad. You outspeed the
Yeah,
Zoroark too. I don't hate
yeah, we're
that.
not using the sash.
I haven't
Yeah,
done
that'll
this
work.
yet. I'm gonna sit on that, right? The problem is we can just EV train to lift the Tachyon cutter or like Terra away, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. And then as for Terrakion, obviously we're gonna have Rock Slide. I know they have Wide Guard. I think we can get away with Close Combat this week. I think that Close Combat's probably better, but like at the same time, it's not. But like, there's no stat boosting moves, you know? I want to just kill the Entei. Like, if something Terras, I want to. Actually, wait, I don't need fighting coverage in this matchup. I don't need it. Like, we can add another coverage to cover up for Ursh, you know?
Yeah.
I think Stone Edge is not a bad move here.
I like Stone Edge.
And I was looking at like Stone Edge and like high horsepower, you know?
Yeah.
Thinking we won't protect on Ursh, right? We kind of have to have, or on Terrakion. I think that's pretty important. What about like do we need upper hand? What are we upper handing?
I don't think so.
I don't
just
think
the
so.
Meow.
Well, you can just quick guard Meowstick. Oh, Meowstick's faster than us too, so like we can't really do that.
Oh yeah, yeah.
You'd have to do it with like Weavile, upper hand it. We could go back to that earthquake idea. I don't even think it's bad. Like dead, everyone's dead.
Yeah. There's no reason to do something crazy like run Facade. Like they don't run support Dragapult.
They might, but like that's I can't hit anything anyways. You know, like I can't hit the pole. You know.
Yeah.
There's almost something there. That'd be funny.
Take that Sacred Fire from Entei.
I kind of like the high horsepower. Just for the crown, you know?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, Crown's one of those mons I think that we need to have tech to hit with just about everything.
And then I'm low-key looking at, like, Ironhead. Would you be expecting Ironhead Terrakion?
I would not.
I wouldn't. We could also put Fling King's Rock there if we wanted, but, like, I don't know what item I want on this Terrakion either. I think that's another thing. What if, like... we should come up with our item. I think that's a good idea.
Is there anything like a damage boost? Like, would Ironhead ever get a KO on Hatterene if they let us get away with it?
I think so. Let's just plug it in. I was thinking about going Steel Terra Terrakion anyways, right? Just because I think it's good into Pult, it's good into Psy Spam. It blocks both of Hat's offensive moves, right?
Yeah.
So let's just plug it in. Let's just see what a 252 Hat looks like. And let's go Ironhead. So we got to set that to the right levels. So that does not KO, but if we plug in like Life Orb, It probably doesn't. If I plug in like Life Orb and Terra, it might. Where's Steel? Oh, wow.
Oh, that does
I'm
it.
surprised that that KOs. Obviously, they can still put some in defense, but at the same time, like, we could transition over into putting, like, we could just double it with Whims, you know?
Yeah.
And I don't think they would Terra in front. You know, I think they would just, like, in a game one, they would just be like, I'm just going to do the thing here, you know?
Yeah, that definitely works for a game one. I think even if they see the Steel Terra on Terrakion, I don't think they're going to assume that we're running Ironhead.
They might though. You're right though. I would. I mean, if I've ran like Terra Blast on like all my mons this season, you know, so it's like that's a thing that I do.
True. That's
But yeah,
true.
it's like, let's see. I don't even hate the fling on the Whims, because like I think we were talking about like, what if we went with like the King's Rock here and like a fling? Because like this just says, oh wait, but then their cat could just be cloaked, and I don't want to lose to that, right?
Mm-hmm.
I think the Sash Endeavor is fine. Ooh, wait. You know what we could do to him? He's not going to see this one. Okay. All right, I got it. I've told you this tech before. With this.
The encore quick attack.
So what you do is turn one, you go like beat up Rock Slide. And then on turn two, the way this combo works is if you encore your own Pokemon, right? You're encoring your own Terrakion, and you click Quick Attack, what it will happen is you will function at the priority of Quick Attack, which is +1, the same as Whims' Encore, but you will be locked into the last move that was used, which is Rock Slide. That's I don't hate that at all.
No, I like that.
I feel like if there was a time to make it work, this is who you do that against.
Yeah. The only thing that I would see is if they're running side terrain on that Meowstic again.
You can still, oh yeah, it would stop that combo.
I'll say like, that would stop the +1.
But at the same time, like, I would just have to pivot in. Well, I have Steel Terra Terrakion. I would just Rock Slide. Like, I don't care, you know? I kind of care, but like I don't care, you know? What are the percent chances of Scarf Entei coming out?
Not
enough, right?
I don't see it. Yeah.
I'm super okay with this. I think the Encore is just good tech, and I don't think that Quick Attack is like a useless move. Like, you could have Sash Ursh. Things are always just live at 1, you know? I'm okay with that. And I don't think we need fighting coverage. I really just don't. The only thing that actually really sucks about this is now I can't actually hit Spooter. Because we don't have Stone Edge. And
yeah, we have a Gastrodon.
I know, right? Yeah, you're right. We just pivot in. Yeah, we just always pivot in Gastrodon. Okay, so that being said, I'm trying to think. There's a couple other lines I wasn't really liking. Let's say, what do we do if we lead Whims Terrakion and they lead like Spooter Crown? I think you'd have to pivot out Whims for Gastrodon and Terra your Terrakion. That's fine. And we just like Rock Slide.
Yep.
Or like high horsepower. All right.
Just high horsepower the crown.
Okay. I'm down with this. I'm sure he knows how this combo works, but I don't know if he knows. And like, that's the sort of combo that like, oh, you pivot in Dragapult, like, or you know, like they go into Yanmega, right? So if they do Yanmega play and they're like, cool, I'm gonna lead with like Crown Yanmega, and I'm gonna go protect Crown, protect Yanmega, get my boost, and then like go into speed control or something. Like, I go for my beat up Rock Slide, and then I just gain priority. It's just priority, you know? Like, I don't care. So I definitely think that's viable. What Terra were you thinking on Whims? Probably just Ghost.
Ghost is good.
Because like they have a fake out user, and they have the Entei, right?
Yeah.
It's enough for me. Like, it's enough for me, but we have to think about the Crown. We have to EV train to live that Tachyon cutter. That's going to be important.
Yep.
And then for the Terrakion, do we need Covert Cloak? I don't think that we do. There might be a better item for Terrakion. I'm almost thinking like some sort of like I'm looking at the Babiri berry or like a psychic reduce berry just so I can like do or
just
like
to cover
or a
for.
Chople berry if I'm steel for the Ursh.
Yeah,
I vibe with that. I super vibe with that.
yeah. Chopple's good because they're never gonna wicked blow a Terrakion.
Yeah, and if I go steel, like you're like, ha, now I win with Ursh. The Chople is like really tech.
I don't think there's anything wrong with it unless we
I
need
don't
like,
either.
a damage boosting item to get a KO, but it's not looking
Yeah, that's not the
like
point,
it.
you know? Because we're
Yeah,
gonna have to go
yeah,
heavy speed to outspeed Crown Entei anyway. So we already have to be like jolly full investment, you know? I'm
yeah.
just trying to think like if they're like a Roselli berry or something could be better, but I don't mind Chople Terrakion. I don't think they're ever gonna. Oh, Lum is another option to stop the Meowstic if they want to go Thunderwave. That would be the only other thing I'm thinking of.
Mm, yeah,
Don't think room service is good. I'm gonna go Chople. I'm down to. I think we have to take these sort of like read risks to like do
yeah,
this one. And we're gonna go Steel. It stops the Pult from like dartsing us out. This stops like the Ursh from. Well, it doesn't really stop Ursh, but it stops the Crown from. It just stops a lot of what Crown's doing. I wonder
yeah.
what Terra they're gonna have. I wonder if they're gonna have like Ground Terra. Ground Terra is okay into our team. We have here, here, here. You know,
Yeah, choose a.
ugh, it's gonna be dicey. So we got those. I think that's fine. I'm gonna full send it. Citrus. So we got our items and our moves. So we got Hyper Voice here. We got Hyper
Mm-hmm,
Beam. I don't know if I need
mm-hmm.
Icy Wind here because like you have Pult and other stuff like that. I can't catch those anyways, right? So you don't need that.
Yeah.
I think Shadow Ball.
Mm-hmm.
And then what do we? There's usually like one. I think we can put like a. I want to double dip my normal as always. So like I don't know if we need to do that. Maybe like a U-turn or there might be like one Psychic is something. Don't need Psychic. There might be one move that could be like super viable here. Maybe a
Hmm.
Trick.
Trick could be good,
What would I be
but
tricking? You can't trick Hat, you know, because it's magic
yeah.
bounce. Sludge Bomb,
No,
you can just hit Hat anyways. Jealousy's almost something. A little bit of AoE fire into that crown never hurt anybody.
nope.
Hit him with the fat imprison, make him think it's TR. Dude, one of these days, Snarl's not bad onto this. You hit the crown, you hit the hat.
I like Snarl here.
I think Snarl's probably right because you can hit that Meowstic for fat damage.
Yep.
I'm just looking around still though. I think there might be. I almost want to just sash this and put the Whims like do something else and just like be able to have like some other options. But I'm still thinking. I think Terra Blast is sometimes good. There's so many different moves here. Phantom Force almost does something too because you can use it just to break protects. You know.
Yeah.
Um, Focus Blast. No,
No.
it's Snarl. Yeah.
Yeah.
Snarl's good into Pult. You know, lets us hit Pult and like something else for like half. You know, that's fine. What are you actually? What is this Gastrodon like even doing? What is the play for this freaking Gastrodon? I feel
Is
like
there go assault vest?
yeah, it's definitely an option.
They got a lot of special attackers over there.
It's like
I'm looking
mixed
at.
or physical, blocked, special, Ursh. You know, so what Terra do you think we're going on this
Yeah.
Gastrodon? Do we talk about that?
I don't think we talked about it.
Okay.
Um. Hmm.
I can't eat the. What's the right? I guess it's fairy.
Very, very
It's
works.
fairy, yeah. Because like the only thing that we have to watch out for crown, but like that's it, you know. So we have fairy Terra, and like I don't hate the vest, but remember how we were talking about we don't want to like lose the game to no protects. We really only have one,
Yeah, that's true.
right? But
Yeah.
I don't know if like protect on Gastro is going to get us anything. We know that we want to be slower than the Spooter. I do.
Mm-hmm.
Earth. Let's just add some moves. You got Earth Power for sure.
Yeah. Mhm.
Muddy Water's okay. I don't hate Ice Beam here. I don't think we need Ice Beam. It's only good to actually. I do like Ice Beam. Good there. Good there. Good there. I'll put the Ice Beam. Right. I think that like
Mhm.
I think the way we looked at it with like Life Orb is probably about right.
Probably.
Don't get Scald anymore, so it has to be Muddy Water, right?
Yeah.
And then if I'm looking like what this last move could be, I'm thinking maybe like an Icy Wind. No, it's not. It's not. It's not gonna work. You know, it's not the point. Maybe just a
Yeah.
Recover.
You recover. You go Terra Blast Fairy if you wanted to.
I thought about Terra Blast Fairy. I also looked at like Rocks. I don't know if like Rocks is very good here. Like if I just put the Rocks up, like it breaks Sash, it messes up these two hard. You know what I mean? If I just leave with that and be like, they're like, oh, that's Zoroark, you know, and it's like Stealth Rocks, bro.
Death Rocks.
Yawn is obviously where most people are going to look, but I don't think that's right. Mirror Coat might be an option if we want to go back to that vested set.
Yeah.
Recover's not bad. It's Recover. I just don't think they're going to let me get away with those things, you know? I feel like we'd have to go into like
Right.
a little bit of a different set to make that work, right?
Right.
Sandstorm's like almost
Hmm.
cool. Give Terrakion a Sodef boost.
It's,
Protect is probably what we want, but at the same time, I feel like I don't think there's any way that they're going to be setting up a lot, right? So I don't need like, ooh, what
I
about
don't
like
think so.
Acid Armor? Almost it cooks here if we made ourselves more of like a defensive set. Because like if I Acid Armor, Ursh can't break because we're Fairy, right? Pult won't break if we're
Right.
physical. Entei won't break. Can't break. Like these guys we're probably fine into. So if we were to make ourselves have like, just hear me out, like, because all we really need is like the Earth Power to do some Earth Power stuff in the Storm Drain, right? So if we gave ourselves like a lefties with Acid Armor Recover, and we could still have like our Earth Power, and then like we could
Yeah.
put even like, I don't even hate that. Like, I don't care about your Yamega, you know?
Yeah.
That might
I
be
don't hate.
good, but I also can't hit your Spider, but like your Spider can't really hit me. I guess like the problem with this is I would get timed. The timer has to be
Yeah.
different by, oh, I don't know if you know this, right? I don't know if this is also going to be cleared up by the time this video goes live. When I played against Necra, we both have mythicals, which means I play a 20-minute flat game.
Mm-hmm.
Or like whatever timer, 10-minute flat. It's not the same as the ladder. So like they'll just time me.
Oh. Yeah.
Um
Yeah, that
so
would be
maybe we
good.
don't protect. You know, I think we need more coverage, right? Don't know what that's probably Ice Beam or something, which is still not good against Spooter, but maybe like a Helping Hand. I don't know if
Helping
we
Hand's
even need
not
to do
bad.
this. I feel like, all right, this is how I feel. If we go into this, they're going to kill our teammate when you get the Acid Armor off. It's not worth it, right?
Right.
So back to this one. Earth Power, Ice Beam, and what was that other move?
Muddy Water.
Muddy Water, yeah. That is probably the set we're looking for, right?
Yeah. I
Because you
like
can
it.
just kill things. Killing things feels good.
That's
I'm going to
how
go
we like to play the
speed
game.
reduced 0. I'm just going to go 0. Like, I don't need to go anything weird. You don't need to go
No.
heavy investment on the Gastrodon. Actually, let's finish. We got everything done here. Fairy Terra. We got Ghost here. All right, everything's good. Let's do the Whims first. The thing that we need to outspeed with the Whims is can't outspeed Pult. Meowstick is something that we can outspeed, though, I think. So Meowstick is 104. That's their second fastest mon. So we just got to get to like, I'm going to get to like 106. Because I want my Terrakion to be 105, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I want to see what I can get away with here. If they're like timid, which I doubt, but like 171. So it sucks we still have to go timid. But at the end of the day, we don't have to put all of our points into that stat, right? All right, so 173. So we need 172 in that stat. 172, be attack reduced to 0. And we'll come back to the rest. We're just going to get our speed tiers up. So then Terrakion needs to get to 172, right? Yep. 172. So we obviously still need to go some sort of jolly as well.
Yep.
All right, that's good. I'm not feeling this chopple, but like if you get the chopple into the issue with this is like we have to. How do we even break the Ursh? I want to see. Actually, let me run a calc here.
Yeah, that's true.
Maybe the quick attack like tech is too much. Just give me back my sacred sword. You know what I mean? But I wonder if he's gonna go like Ghost Terror, like expecting that. You know?
Yeah, I'd expect it. I think Ghost Terra Ursh
I think it's good
looks
in my
pretty
team.
good into your team. Yeah.
That or Fairy. I
Zoroark.
could even see Fairy.
Yeah.
All right, so let's just plug in high horsepower. That ain't doing anything, bro.
Nah.
Even if we had like +4, he's like, I don't care. Oh, man. I haven't put any attack points, but you see what I mean? It's like, So it's like the Chopple's not really getting the work done there. I don't hate Lum. I feel like there has to be a better item. There has to be something we're like leaving off the table. It might even be the Babiri here. But like Crown is a weird one because it can go Psychic or Tachyon, you know?
Yep.
What about just like Focus Band? Not Sash, because like, you know, we're gonna beat up ourselves.
Yeah, just go Focus Band.
I'm thinking about it. What he would like, he'd be so freaked out, right? I got an idea. You've seen me do this one, this one.
Oh yeah, weakness
with the Ghost Terra.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's definitely a thing. We can go Blunder Policy Stone Edge. I just feel like we're missing something, you know?
Mm-hmm.
There has to be some cool way to play Terrakion correctly that we're not thinking.
I mean, I think Lum has value with things like Pult being able to run like Wisp, T-Wave, Meowstic being able to run T-Wave.
I like the Lum. Yeah,
I
think that the Lum is probably a little bit. I feel a little bit more comfortable with the Lum. You know.
Yeah, it's that nice middle ground defensive pick.
And then if we just add the close combat, we can just run ourselves into the Ursh. I like that, right? That's fair.
I think that works. Yeah.
Yeah, that's probably fine. I don't think we need Sacred Sword or anything like that. Close combat should be fine. Because we're gonna be aggressive Terrakion this week. Cool. I feel more comfortable with this. Chopple's too much. You know, we're going a little bit too deep. Get the rest of the speed tiers right. So Jirachi's base 100. We can get the Jirachi to outspeed Ursh, and that's kind of cool. And I'm just now realizing they're probably going to go like speed reduced, you know, 0 speed, like slowest Ursh of all time, right? And we're doing all this for no reason. So we need Jirachi to 164.
Yeah, but the week that they don't, it's the week that we won't run full speed.
I know, right? Okay, so we're right here. This is fine. Zoroark doesn't need to be full speed either, but I want Zoroark to be faster than Meowscarada still. I'm trying to think if there's any other, like, I don't need to be full speed, but I'm trying to think, like, what do I want Zoroark to be faster than to show, like, my speed tiers best? Because, like, I don't want to have a speed tie any of these guys either, so I'll put it one faster than them. Let's put it 174, just to do it, you know? And put the rest in bulk. Gastrodon speed reduced to 0. And then Weavile. Weavile is Scarf, so we can actually cut a lot of points here. We can't be faster than Scarf Pulp, but we can be faster than Scarf Entei, right? So a Scarf Entei would be right here. And not that I think they're going to have Scarf Entei, but if you're going to be outspeeding Booster Crown, you might as well outspeed the Scarf Entei as well, right?
You might as well do it.
All right, so 168 plus 1, so 250. So we got to get to 168, yeah, on the Weavile. And you can do that without even going Adamant. So that outspeeds Scarf Entei. I don't think they're going to be Scarf Meowstic. I don't need to outspeed that. You know what I mean? That's not a thing. right?
Yeah, that seems real deep. Yeah,
So
no.
we can get away with like adamant and then just throw the rest in bulk. Cool. Awesome. So let's see what else we want to do here. As for the rest of these stats, like I think I want to see how well we stack up versus Crown with Whims. So let's just plug in a blank Whimsicott and Iron Crown. So there's like two types of crowns. There's the booster crown, right?
Mm-hmm. Right.
And there's either speed or special attack, right?
Yep.
So Tachyon cutters right here. Oh my gosh. Bruh.
It's just dead.
Yeah, oh my gosh. So if we do that, it'd be nice to not die to that if they're booster special attack crown, which is highly likely, right? So
Yeah.
how many
I think that's what
points?
they've running.
Dude, has it been? Okay, yeah.
I think it's been booster special.
I don't mind even like it's then why am I sashed? You know what I mean? So like, that's where I'm looking with this right now, you know? It's like if that's the case,
Might as well just run cloak.
because I'm looking at it like I don't know if I want to run cloak, but like it might be better to run the fling. That's kind of where I'm thinking. Because like I actually
Oh,
think there's a
yeah.
good chance that they come in with like the trick room meow stick. They go crown meow stick and fling, you know, into like
Yeah.
prankster terrain. You know what? I'm gonna make the executive decision. I'm doing it. You know, I feel
Yep.
like I just want the lines more. Not King Shield, dude. That'd be nuts.
King Shield Whimsicott.
I want to be able to flinch the. See, the issue with this is though, if I do this and then high horsepower the crown like pins me on my Terrakion in a lot of situations, and I don't like that. I have to Terra, and if I do Terra, and even if you protect, I guess like the problem with that is, let me check. We would have to calc +4 Terrakion Rock Slide into Meowstick,
Mm-hmm.
which is definitely doable, and we would just ignore the crown, and that's fine. But I guess like why wouldn't we just hit the Meowstick in the first place with that? You know what I mean? We don't need fling to.
Yeah.
We don't need to bring ink and paper into that. Yeah. So then why are we having fling? Maybe misty terrain. Whims.
This train's not bad.
That makes it so we don't need the right.
Need the Lumberry. Stops any psychic terrain shenanigans from the Meowstick too.
That's cool, right?
Yeah.
No fake out Meowstick. No Lumberry. But then I have to click the misty terrain. Like they can just throw the Thunder Wave out, you know?
Hmm.
Ah, man, we're so close to getting something nice. I don't know if the Fling King's Rock's right, but like.
I mean, it stops their Prankstermon for one turn.
It
And
guarantees
doing what it
stops
wants
it.
to
Yeah,
do.
that's the thing. So like, and you have to protect with your crown, you know. And if you don't, if you try and
Yeah.
like steal the attack, you do lose, you know. But like, they would just protect the crown. They'd go protect Trick Room, and then but then like next turn, it's like cool. Well, now your protect's on cooldown. I'm still gonna kill your mouse stick, you know.
Yeah.
But the problem with this
Yeah.
is like all that loses to like cloak mouse stick.
Basically.
And if I just full sent the turn one, like side beat up, go full on into the meow stick, and maybe saved encore. Like, I guess what I'm trying to say is like, I might be able to get away with like a room service here to be able to like encore the trick room back before they could terrain us. That's what I was thinking, you know?
Yeah.
It seems a bit deep. Go light screen here. That's not even bad. Right? Am I wrong?
No, it's definitely usable.
I almost want to put like a light clay on this thing. The switcheroo is also an option too. Prankster switcheroo scarf into the Terrakion. Woo!
Hmm.
Like, we speedy now. This is the mon that I think it's going to come in like every game turn one. So like it has to have the right tech.
Yeah. Let's see. Yeah, it looks like the 2 weeks that I've seen, he ran Cloak and Mental Herb on the Meowstic.
Oh, that sucks. Yeah, he knows, right?
So he only techs for whatever tech you have.
Yeah. Okay. It's good to know. You know what though? Let's see. I'm thinking because like we could also just catch the crown in a loop with the encore.
Mm-hmm.
This might work. I almost want to like not go prankster. Ah, it's too deep. It's too
Yeah,
deep.
you need the
Yeah. That'd be sick.
just get rolled by booster speed crown.
Yeah, I can't do that. Taunt is usable. Misty Terrain is very viable. There's something here in case they wanted to go grab Hypnosis. Just to say like no. I mean Misty Terrain would be better there. Yeah, the line I'm really worried about right now is either they get up their hat or they get up like their Meowstic and they get the Trick Room up and I don't have anything to do, you know?
Right.
That's the thing I'm really worried about. So I could Trick Room. That's a bit deep, you know? Like turn one, just make a read, like let them have it.
Yeah.
Light Screen might be just the right play for that last slot because
It could
like
be.
it stops those two from just tearing everything apart, you know? But then what if they just go like Entei? You know, that's the thing as well. Like if you just go Entei, just melts me. That's why the Sash would be really nice. Sash with the Misty Terrain would be good. And the problem with actually no wait, Misty Terrain's perfect. I think Misty Terrain's probably what we need. Misty Terrain would happen like this. So I'm faster than your Meowstic. So if I open up turn one, we just go side beat up, nuke your Meowstic, right? Do our best, right?
Yep.
Turn two, you go protect crown, try and get Trick Room. Let's say it goes up. I don't know what your set is, right? It might even be Sash Meowstic this week. Like Sash Dark Terra Meowstic seems really good into my team, right?
Yep.
So if that's what happens, turn two, you're going to go Psy Terrain Expanding Force into my board. And you're going to go Psy Terrain, and I'm going to go Misty Terrain, and you're faster than me because you Trick Roomed, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then Misty Terrain just says no. So you can't fight both. You can only fight one. Right? That seems solid.
That's good. Yeah,
And
I like that.
it stops the Terrakion, kind of, you know? I don't really want... I think I might still go the Lum, because I really think that, like, this is a matchup where, like, Wisp Pult says, like, you're done, you know?
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't think they go Wisp Pult. You know what I mean? I think we should still... Actually, I still like the Ghost here and the Lum here. Or sorry, the Cloak here. Yeah, that's fine. This is fine. Yeah, I'm okay with this. Because, like, I need to be able to, like, respect Fake Out, you know? If I can't, I just lose.
Yeah. Okay.
All that work, and we change... It was like 10 minutes of just, like, one move change.
We just...
Back to the calcs. So I want to be able to live this. So, like, that's probably going to need, like... I don't even know how much I need to do. How much SPDEF really would be the right number? What's the optimal number to do that? Those seem incorrect. Because its base HP is so much lower than the other stats.
Yeah.
Okay. That's where we're at right now. Okay. Okay, we're going the right way. Okay. All right. Okay, so that's about the magic spot right there. One more, probably. All right, wrong way. Still doing it. 76, sorry. thinking. That might be the right. I know it's 84, 84. That seems kind of weird, right? Let's
Yeah.
see. Sorry, my cat's right outside the door. Woo!
Oh, you're good.
All right. Yeah, I'm looking at that. There might be a better way to do it because, like, maybe. All right. Can you hear the cat? I'm gonna
No.
kick her out. One sec. Well, out. Okay. Yeah, this is a long one. That's the same number there. I know there's a way to save 8 EVs here if we do this the right way. No, there's not. That's any of these other weird ones. It's probably like the 84. 84 was probably the best amount of damage we're going to be able to mitigate, so that's fine. Yeah. And then just the rest is fine. That's fine.
Yep, looks good to me.
Tachyon, I don't know if I should go heavy. I think I am actually just gonna like full send like that, you know,
Just
or not
yeah.
like that, like that. I don't think there's like any like if Tachyon gets hit, it gets hit. You know, it's gonna be one of those games.
Yep.
Jirachi. All right, so I need to run some calcs versus Urshifu Dark. Should Jirachi? I think Jirachi Water is a good tech. I do think that it is. That's not as much. I wish I did more. Like, that's not enough. That's not enough either. You know what I mean? Like, I don't have enough points for that. I thought we'd. That's why I was thinking. I was like, what if we went like, if we went fairy, they're just dead. I don't even have to do anything. You know?
Yeah. I mean, to be fair, we're worried about Iron Crown with the Fairy Terra, but like we're not doing anything to Iron Crown with Jirachi other than not dying.
Well, that's the thing is like, yeah, we would be imprisoning Psychic. Like that's the thing you do to Iron Crown. And so like if our Terrakion Terra, like the Iron Crown might not be able to hit it, you know? What else? Like let's think about this. Like so we're looking at the Water Terra because it's good there, right? We have Gastrodon to cover up for that thing. I think like if we go fairies just so we can pop that Ursh because it's also good there. It's good into like all of these. It's good in the Dipwin. Nah, you know what? It's fine. I can just go with I don't want to put up on a special attack. I think water. Like let's just run the calcs versus Ursh as we had it. So let's see what like 252. Let's just calc these wicked blows and close combats into our Jirachi. So that does a lot. Is there a way to just not die to one of those from like regular Ursh? There is. What if they're adamants? If they're adamant, we still live even without Terra. But like, problem is we already have to put a lot of points in speed, right? So we don't have all those points available. So it means we have to click Terra to not die to Ursh. And that's what I was thinking. Like that's why Fairy Terra would be better. But if they know they're forcing that, like I don't want to be in that situation. So let's just click water, see what happens. So that's right into our, well, we don't even have those points available. let's be a little bit realistic. Maybe like, I'm looking at 148 and maybe like something like this is kind of where I'm looking. This is good because this lets us live 2 close combats every time. And then we could throw the rest just in Spadef. I don't see a reason not to. But like the whole point of this, like I don't see a reason not to throw the 60 points there. We might just be able to throw them in HP, you know?
Yeah.
Doesn't really cut that much. Oh, that's the same. No wonder. That's a good amount cut. That's like 3. All right, let me think about this. What would we even be psychic? We're just using imprison to or psychic to imprison it, right? So
Yeah. Yeah, it's not really hitting anything.
Just gonna run this number a little bit around. All right, 108. On that one, let's see what the Wicked Blow calcs look like. Now 100. I had it right. 100. All right. I don't think we need to put any in special attack. We'll throw the last 4 there, right? And just put 20 there. That's fine.
Yep.
I'm super okay with that. Zoroark can go 252, and then like Zoroark keeps getting KO'd by like random stuff, so we gotta find the right spot to put these 20 points. Like, what's that mon? Crown. And Zoroark. Tachyon Cutter just kills everything.
Does.
Yeah, that's too deep. I mean, 28 points are going to save me from that. Is there anything Zoroark might just be able to live? Like I got one. Like an adamant pult dart.
Yeah.
We can eat. We might be able to find a way to live through like one dart. That's too much damage, dude. Why is that so much damage? All right, well then maybe not. Like we eat 1 dart normally. Like let's see. You would still have to be Jolly. So let's go plug in the Jolly and plug in like, can we eat that? No way.
No.
But we can make it like potentially low roll. I'm down. I'm down to just put the 28 points there, you know?
Yep.
Straight up, just like don't kill me. Gastrodon's gonna be so hard, right?
Yeah.
Should we try to get the offensive calcs? I think that might be something worth doing.
Yeah, I think that would be better.
So let's see what we do to Pult. I already have the Pult up. Let's plug in the Ice Beam. So the 2-shot uninvested. We had a Life Orb here. I mean, I don't even know if that gets it. Doesn't even Oko.
No.
That's crazy. All right, so then we're going to take, like, I think we can probably get away with, like, taking a lot of those out, and that's probably fine, because, like, I wouldn't be surprised if Viz did something like that, and that's a 2-shot, right?
Yeah.
I'm okay with that.
Yeah, I can see that.
And, like, against, like, Diplin, let's do, like, let's just plug in one of those sets that was already there. It's going to be Eviolite. So, like, Ice Beam doesn't do that much against Diplin, but, like, they're not going to have, that doesn't do shit. That's a 100.
It's level.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, that's...
Should be doing more.
That's probably more realistic, but that's a lot, you know what I mean? So like I'm down for that. And then let's see, like against like Entei. I think like being able to Oko Entei is something we want, right?
It'd be nice, yeah.
I wouldn't be surprised if they knew how to get out of that. But I mean that's all right, that's a good number. Like right. So that KO's Sweeper Entei, right? Let's plug in Crown.
Mm-hmm.
All right, that's probably what we want. Of course, it doesn't do it.
Yeah, no.
I'm actually fine 252 in this Gastrodon. Am I wrong? Like just swing out. You just like absolutely because it's orbed, you know?
If you've got to run Orb Gastrodon, you might as well hit things. I
feel like you get a lot of these KOs if you get the +1 ever, you know?
Yep.
Muddy Water does as much as it can. Like, we're doing as much as we can with what we got. And then, like, I feel like, honestly, like, probably something like that with, like, the rest just... I think putting him in defense is probably correct.
Yeah, I think so.
Let me think about that. It might actually be better in Spadef since we already have, like, defense up there. We might want to go Spadef here. Because, like, this is the thing that's actually... This is the only coming to fight Trick Room stuff. So, like, I need to be able to fight the hat, you know?
Oh, yeah, that's true.
So we're not going to be... I think that's probably right, yeah. Cool. That's fine with me. Underspeeds the Spooter. And then Weavile was basically done. I don't think there's any way that we eat anything from a bunch of other stuff. Like, what other things is Weavile going to be eating?
I think anything that hits it kills it.
Yeah. So
That's what I'm looking at.
maybe like a Gleam from a hat.
So can it live a single darts from Pult?
I think it can live a single dart. So let's plug that in. So we got Dragapult, Choice Band. All right, we got Weavile. So Weavile, if they double dip, Dragon. I think we had the calcs for level 100 against the freaking other mod. I don't know about that because like this is more realistic, right? Because like oh, it's in
level
doubles.
100 Weavile.
It's set on doubles. All right, that's what it is.
Yeah.
I knew I had it wrong. All right, 50. There we go. That's it. All right, so we already eat one of those. But that's Jolly. Yeah. Let's see if they want to go Adamant. All right, we can live that, right?
That works.
All right, 20 points. Let's just eat that up. I mean, we can put those points in HP too, but like I don't really mind just pulling them where they... Actually, let's see how many points we need to just live that through HP investment. 44. And I'm going to plug in Hat here. Dazzling Gleam, set it to doubles, set it to 50. So right there. 36. No! All right, so we got to find a way to like optimize these a little bit more, right?
Yeah.
Oh, hold on. I don't actually care about that.
Just take it out to attack. Yeah.
I think that's good.
Yep, that works.
Cool. All right, you're done. You're done. All these mons are doing stuff. It feels weird to run this Jirachi, but I feel like you got to have some sort of answer that just like sits on the board and says like no to Trick Room. And the good news is since their team is mostly sweepers, we can kind of just sit there and be like, Dazzling Gleam's going to hit Pult. It's going to hit, Ursh. It's going to be, you can Psychic the Entei, Yep. I think that we're fine into that. Damage. And then like it really just locks the Hatterene out of the game. Hold on. Let's actually talk about something. This is gonna be probably wrong. I'm gonna go Expanding Force on the Jirachi for the Imprison. Just because like we're talking about how we lose here. If you get up a Trick Room and you want to Psychic with Hat, like I have Jirachi, I don't care, right? I can just Terrastos my teammate, But if you get up like Expanding Force, that's how we lose, right? If you have that tech, that's how we lose. So I think imprisoning that, like, I don't care if your crown wants to Psychic, because, like...
We have Steel Terra, we have
Steel Terra,
Jirachi, we have, like, yeah.
I mean, that's how I'm looking at it. Like
that. Yeah.
And if you do happen to Psychic terrain me, I'm about to cook.
Yep.
Yeah, I think Psychic would be nice, but, like, it's a 50-50, like, which one, And you have to imprison the D-Gleam, right? So that's the thing. That's the main move that you have to imprison is the D-Gleam. The other one's extra credit. If anything, like we could imprison like some random move that like, I could just put Ironhead on there and just be physical. That's not even bad either, No. That's actually probably right, all things considered. Am I wrong? You do... I don't think that's wrong. That's probably right. Yeah, that's
because you can get the Hat off the board.
Yeah. You threaten correctly. You can't flinch Entei. We can't hit Entei now, but like he can't really hit us either, right? Because we're Water Terra. I vibe with that. I think that there's a lot of cool tech there because like I can just see your Ursh and I can be like Ironhead, D-Gleam. I can do whatever I want. Into Pult, like D-Gleam's fine. It sucks I'm using special attack reduced D-Gleam now, but like I have to remember that the only reason we have that move is to say that Hat can't use it. Yeah. And now we actually have stuff to do against like Spider and stuff like that. Like I can flinch it out, I can flinch out any one of their mons now, I think. I think that's valuable. Okay. I think this is going to be the best that we got. right?
I think that'll work.
Okay. All right. So let's click validate. Jirachi's mystical, yeah, so that's fine.
But no.
Cool. So this is our team for week 5 going up against Viz. Guys, thank you so much for watching. If you got this far into the video, these seem to be going longer and longer each time. But the series, we're getting into the good part of the season. You know, if we only need to win like 2 more, we're locked into playoffs, right? I think we're in a good spot. Be sure to like this video if you like the content. Be sure to drop a sub if you want to see the game that's going to be happening tomorrow. This game happens tomorrow. And be sure to check out the description for Standard VR's channel that hopefully is going to be up by then. You got anything to say?
No, I think that's about it.
Cool. All right. So, yeah, wish me luck, and I'll see you guys tomorrow.